Hi, I'm Doug.
And I'm Kathy.
And this is Maggie May. Join us as we follow the moon. Join us today as we show you around the Meramec Valley Campground and RV Park in Cuba, Missouri. This is a great location, just a little over an hour away from St. Louis, right off of Interstate 44. And I think you may be pretty well impressed with this park.
It's beautiful.
Come along. Now, this park is only about a mile and a half off of Interstate 44, but it's a beautiful drive going back, although we were getting some sprinkles as I shot this. This is a map of the park. You'll see the beautiful lake in the middle. However, we were going to be in one of the yellow spaces, we knew, and those are still 50 amp full hookup. This park is a membership park. We were not members there, but we came in under Passport America, where we got 2 weekdays at 50% off during our stay.
We're also a little ahead of season, so it wasn't quite as busy as it gets.
That's right. This was very early May, and Memorial Day is kind of when the season starts in this area. Now, when you first come in, you'll have to call the office for them to put the gate up for you. Then after you've checked in, then you do have a magnetic key to get in and out of the gate, which is a little bit different too, but you never forget your key that way.
Yeah, we'd never come across that before.
Now, the trash dumpsters are up at the front. There's also basketball and pickleball courts. The amenities here are really pretty. They've got that nice little pavilion that opens all up in the summer. And quite an 18-hole mini golf.
That looked so fun.
A lot of neat things. They have 3 pools. They were just in the process of getting them cleaned. They were going to have at least 2 of them open by Memorial Day, and I guess the 3rd one shortly after. This is the office where you check in. They do have propane and ice right out front there.
And just look at those trees.
I know. Beautiful, big, mature trees, but none in any danger of hitting your RV. This they call their geyser, so I can imagine when it's opened up what it looks like. And behind that is the junior center and the playground. And it's a huge, huge playground. Across the street is the adult center. It is marked on the door that it's for their members, so we didn't bother it. There's also a dump station right there on the right-hand side as you come in. And we're going to come right on back into the park, and we're going to hang a left and take you around the kind of outside edges of this park and let you see what some of these spaces look like. Now again, on this side of the park, a lot of these are member spaces. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are long-timers, annuals or seasonals, but they are for member reservations. If you do want a lakefront spot, I think that's what it takes in this park. But all the amenities are, as far as we know, open to everyone.
And this park is huge. It really is. I mean, the map looked big, but when you start driving through it, it is huge.
It covers a lot of area. The roads are a little bit rough and potholed in areas, so go through it slowly, as we should be anyhow.
It's a very natural setting.
Yeah, it's one of these rustic looking parks, but yet you still have your full hookups and your amenities.
And it was clean.
Very. And like we said earlier, lots of trees, a lot of mature trees, but they're up way high. You never have to worry about dragging a limb in your RV. And if you haven't seen the video, Cuba, Missouri has a ton of cool Route 66 stops in it.
Yes, it does.
So there's just one more reason to stop at this park. And this park actually is on part of Old Highway 66.
And there's campsites all along here on both sides. They're just not at the season yet.
Right. There was a lot of empty spaces over here, although we shot this midweek, and by the weekend, it was starting to fill up pretty nice. And this was, like I said, very early in May. So give it till Memorial Day, the place will be really hopping. Now you can start to see the lake over here on the right-hand side.
And it's beautiful. Look
It
at that.
is, and there's picnic tables and benches and things out along the lake. There's a fishing pier that you'll see up here in just a little bit that they were fishing off of, and then the rain started to hit and everybody kind of retreated. And you'll see there's more campground over here to our left. We're going to go ahead and continue around the lake. There you can see the fishing pier we were talking about, the little gazebo off on the side. The lake is definitely the star of the show.
Oh, it sure is.
And some of these spots over here, they've built the wooden decks on the side of them. They've got barbecue areas. They really have a nice setup.
And they did look like they were people who would come seasonally.
Right.
But they just would rent that spot.
It looks like it's probably an annual lease, but they're there during the summer months, the nice months. And I do imagine that there are some up and downs as you go through here. So I imagine going through here in wintertime might not be the best possible thing either. And you can start to see here just how massive the lake really is. If you're a lake person, you want to fish, that sort of thing, this place definitely has a big appeal to you.
I believe it had kayaking, didn't it?
I believe it did. Now coming up along the side of the lake here, we're going to crest this little hill. You'll start to see more camping spaces here as we go. And we are going to make a left right here and take you over into the section where we were parked. And the turns and everything through here, it's very big rig friendly. We had a nice space. We're going to be parked up here in this row in front of you, and they are a little sloped to the side, but they've done a nice job with trying to make each site as level as possible as you go through. It was something we were able to level with no blocks or anything. It was an easy level.
Before we get there, I do want to mention there wasn't a dog park, but look at the woods all around. You could just walk. We walked her down front a lot. She likes grass.
And I was a little surprised the size of the park that it was, that there wasn't a dog park, but it wasn't a problem. Now this building coming up here is one of the shower houses, and they are very nice, very clean. Toilets on the right, showers on the right, and then the sinks there. And the showers are real large, and they were always clean. One thing I thought was unique, the shower head in the middle of the ceiling. It was like a rain shower.
Yeah, that's different.
In that same building is the laundry. So you've got washers on one side, dryers on the other. It does work off of quarters. You do have your change machine there, as well as a nice folding area. We're going to make a U-turn here around that shower house. And if you were watching as we came up that last hill, you probably saw the back end of our coach there. We're right over here on the right. and give you a chance to see the size of these spaces. We had all this room in the front. We were able to hook the car up at the back and pull out of the space.
Yeah, it was very generous.
This is your campsite, and the grassy parts, there is a bit of a slope between the sites because they do try to keep the parking area as level as possible.
That also helped for drainage after the rain.
It sure did. And we have had a rainy spring here in Missouri. This is the side where the hookups happen. This whole area had brand new electrical boxes.
I think they were doing that throughout the entire park from what they were saying.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of upgrades on their systems. All new hookups of all sorts over here.
Look at that little light.
Well, Kathy, other than the rain that we've been having, it seems like almost daily at some point, what did you think about our stay at Meramec Valley Campground?
This place is gorgeous. It really is beautiful. And it really, to me, this is what my memories of camping is all about. Under the trees, lots of woods around us. And of course, it is less filled up right now at this time of year because it's a little off season. So I feel like I'm out in the woods.
Yeah, we got here late April, leaving early May, and things don't really start happening around here too much until Memorial Day weekend. And they are getting the park put together and ready for it, working on the pools as we film today. So if you're heading this way, especially over the summer, this will be a great place to stay.
It sure is.
So with that, if you've enjoyed the video today, leave us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, watch for the dot up here at the end of the video. If you'll tap that dot, you'll not only subscribe, but you can ring the notification bell. You'll know when every one of our videos come out.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.